armchair.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam, ding-dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Swung line drive left field. One run is in. Here comes Reed. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to first. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all!
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and
trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my life here. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh? You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy? He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
Can you predict what will come in 100 years? Or in 10? Or in the next minute? Some people think they can. Nuclear scientists, mathematicians, astronomers, biologists. Because they see beyond the known dimensions of time and space.
Baseball fans, Mac McGee here for the BCR. Make sure to subscribe and become a member today. All off-season, we have a jam-packed schedule to keep you entertained and informed during the MLB off-season. Weekly shows like MLB Today, and for you country club members, Braves Country Today, going over the world of baseball, how it affects all teams, including the Atlanta Braves. Once Upon a Pastime series, Thursday nights, we'll take a deep dive on the history of this great game. And on Friday nights, Braves Country Theater, we're going to turn back the clock and bring you historic games from the past. We'll bring you a game from yesteryear. That's Braves Country Radio, the BCR. Coming this spring, a jam-packed loaded spring training schedule, wall-to-wall coverage of Major League Baseball. Pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the Atlanta Braves, and our out-of-town doubleheaders. American League, National League, we'll see you there for the classic call of the great game of baseball.
Armchair.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning.
Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Welcome to October, boys and girls, here on Braves Country Radio. You're listening live as we march closer to crowning a champion for 2025. I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside and get ready for what should be a great day in Major League Baseball. We'll go over the lineups as the game goes on. Make sure to like and subscribe and become a member today. Jump in the chat. Tell us where you hail from, as roll call is on the way. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's time for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call of Major League Baseball. Here are your starting lineups for today's action. Leading off and playing center field for the Seattle Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. 32 home runs, 95 RBI, 30 stolen bases, batting .267. Cal Raleigh batting second behind home plate. 60 home runs, 125 home RBI, 14 stolen bases, batting .247. Jorge Polanco batting third, the designated hitter. 26 home runs, 78 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .265. And Josh Naylor is batting cleanup with 20 home runs, 92 RBI, 30 stolen bases, batting .295. He'll be at first base. Randy Arozarena batting fifth and in left. 27 home runs, 76 RBI, 31 stolen bases, batting .238. Eugenio Suarez batting sixth, playing third. 49 home runs, 4 stolen bases, a .228 clip, and 118 RBI. J.P. Crawford batting seventh, playing short. A .265 clip with 12 home runs, 58 RBI, 8 stolen bases. And Ken Zone is batting eighth and in right field. Dominic has 300 average this year and 243 at-bats. 11 home runs, 32 RBI, 3 stolen bases, batting .300. Batting ninth, playing second, Luis Rivas. A .244 clip and 90 at-bats in the regular season with 2 home runs, 9 RBI, 6 stolen bases. On the mound for the Seattle Mariners, it's Logan Gilbert Day. In the postseason, he's 1-0 with a .245 ERA and a 1.27 WHIP. 11 innings, 11 strikeouts, 12 hits allowed, 2 walks, no home runs served. He'll be going head-to-head with Trey Yesevich. He's 1-1 with a 4.82 ERA and a .86 WHIP. Yee Savage, 9.1 innings, 15 strikeouts, 4 hits, 4 walks, 1 home run served. Backing up Trey in the bottom of the first inning, leading off the designated hitter, it's George Springer. 32 home runs, 84 RBI, 18 stolen bases, a .309 clip in 2025. Lukes is in left field and batting seventh. .255 average, 65 RBI, 12 stolen bases, 2 stolen bases, 12 home runs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. batting third, playing first. 23, 84, 6 and a .292 slash. Alejandro Kirk, a .282 clip behind home plate. He's got 15 dingers, 76 RBI, 1 stolen base. Varsho is in center field and batting fifth. 20 home runs, a .238 average, 55 RBI, 2 stolen bases. And Ernie Clement is batting sixth and at third. 9 home runs, 50 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .277. Addison Barger batting seventh and in right field. 21 home runs, 74 RBI, 4 stolen bases, batting .243. IKF batting eighth, playing second. A .262 clip with 2 home runs, 40 RBI, 15 stolen bases. Jimenez batting ninth and at short. 7 stolen bases, 35 RBI, a .210 average, 7 home runs served. Calling balls and strikes behind home plate tonight is DJ Rayburn. Your first base umpire, Ryan Natterton.
Second base will be manned by Doug Eddings, and down the third base line, it's Ben May. Left field umpire, deep down the line, Alfonso Marquez. And tucked into the corner and right, it's Marvin Hudson. The Seattle Mariners are plus 104 on the money line. Toronto minus 113. The over-under is 7.5. Our pick to click tonight on the Mariners side. Very small sample size, obviously, against the rookie. But we'll go ahead and go with Julio. Julio Rodriguez, 1 home run, 3 RBI against Yesevich in the first matchup. And for the Blue Jays versus Logan Gilbert, we're going to go with the guy that's got the best numbers, and he's been red hot. Kind of low-hanging fruit, but give me Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, and a .353 average versus Logan Gilbert. And Vladdy has been absolutely scorching hot during this postseason. We do think the over is going to hit tonight, though we've got some low-scoring games here in the postseason. The biggest question on your American Rebel Beer keys to the game tonight is which starting pitcher are we going to get out of Trey Yesevich? Oye Savage, he has thrown 2 games in the postseason, and one was incredible against the Yankees where he no-hit the Yankees through 5 1/3 inning. Most of y'all were probably here with us for that call. The last time he went out against Seattle, it was 4 innings, 5 earned, and a home run. He got absolutely rocked, but remember, most of that happened in the very first inning. So, do the Butterflies calm down for him and just get to pitching? It's still amazing to me that this kid has made it up this fast and with just 3 pitches. And now that this team has seen him a second time through, you wouldn't necessarily give him the nod as far as having the advantage, but the kid has stepped up in some big moments already. Logan Gilbert, I expect him to do Logan Gilbert type things. He's on good rest, and he is a kitchen sinker, as we like to call it. He's a guy that will bring a ton of pitches, a ton of looks, and if he's got command, it could be a long night for those Toronto bats. We'll take the over, which is sitting at 7.5. Just kind of figure it's going to get there one way or the other. We don't take the winner or loser in these as we're calling the game, trying to stay neutral. And we will be back in a flash for roll call and pitch by pitch, play by play.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
Good evening, everybody. I see B-Mac, Brandon McCaffrey, Country Club member. Rob, Deb, Uncle Charlie, Country Club member. Steve, I'm probably going to butcher that last name. I apologize. We'll just call you Stevie Z, Country Club member. Royal Pina, good to see you. She's in the club, as is Brian. I saw that pop up a second ago, Peter. Let me get to it. Thank you for the membership gifting as support the channel here on Braves Country Radio. Who else do we have in here already chatting away? I know a lot of y'all are probably starting to tune in, but turning away from football. We had some crazy endings over there. Liz, good to see you. Tree Nug, Corey, James Fisher, Abnormal in the club. think I've gotten most of them. Trying to scroll through here. Paul, good to see you. Greg, good to see you. People's Guild in the club. Gary McCoy, the real McCoy, in the club. I think that's just about it. We're going to take a quick break. We've missed anybody. Good to see you, C-Height, also in the country club. We're going to take a real quick break, get set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, and having a hell of a time with the, I think I might be calling this from my phone. Their website's not working. We'll be back in a flash. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. Perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom. Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball. No more measles.
Welcome in. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate as they've actually started this thing a little earlier. First pitch swinging by Julio. One pitch, one out. F8 in your scorecard, one away. So one up, one down. Righty-righty matchup. We'll get caught up here in a second. Yesevich goes to work. Cal Raleigh, the batter, first pitch on the way is Down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Kicking in now. 1-0. Brings it. Up top. Misses high. 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing. Rips it over towards first. Just foul. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was on it, but he'll toss it away. The 1-2. Kicks and fires. High and out of the zone, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Righty-lefty matchup. Yesevich and the Blue Jays wearing their white uniforms top to bottom, their home unis with the blue ball caps. Blue Jays across the chest in blue, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Got him with the bender down and in. Looked like the splitter, 2 away. Good pitch there by Yesevich. So 2 up, 2 down. They got to start questioning themselves, Seattle, of putting Julio Rodriguez as the leadoff batter. Every time they've done it, we've called the games, and every time in the postseason, he swings at the very first pitch. That's not what you want as a leadoff guy. First pitch swinging by Jorge Polanco is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. And he's gotten out every time. It's not like if he's clocking it over the wall, then fair enough. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. High and out of the zone. 1-1. Usually the second at bat we've seen him, Julio has been much more picky on his moves. But 1-1 count. Infield back into the right. The pitch on the way. Swing! That ball is hammered high and deep. Will it be long enough and deep enough? It will not. Caught deep into the corner in right field is Barger, and that'll end the inning. Yesevich with a sigh of relief will head to the bottom of the first. It's 0-0. The Jays grab the sticks when we return.
Who is Duffy?
Duffy is my muse, and he also runs the cult that I'm in.
Dad, how'd I do in my baseball game? You did okay. Just okay? Well, you seem a little scared of the ball. Yes, I am, huh? I'm very scared of the ball. Yeah, I see that. At one point, I actually tried to hide the ball. Yeah, but they caught you. Yeah, they were like, you got to throw that back to us. So I had to give it to them. Yeah, I saw that. I'm just so scared it's going to hit me. You can't be scared of the ball. Is that why you don't swing the bat? Wait, what? Is that why you don't swing the bat? I'm supposed to swing the bat? Yeah, why do you think they're throwing the ball? I didn't know why. What do you mean? I thought he just didn't like me. No, you're supposed to swing at the ball. Okay, well, next time I'll swing. I got on base, though. Yeah, by a walk, I guess. No, I ran as fast as I could. No, I'm saying you were walked by. No, Eddie's mom has it on video. I ran to the base. You can even. You got 4 balls. Right, that's when I got walked. I remember about that. And later you had a chance to steal second. Why didn't you? Steal second base? Yeah, why didn't you steal second? Like just take it so they can't stand on it? No, I'm saying steal second base. Like you can't just take the base because then they'll have to say the game's over. Never mind. You had a great game. Really? Because everyone's saying I'm the reason we lost. Oh, because when the guy hit the ball and I grabbed the ball and I put it in my pants. Yeah, why did you do that? 3 guys scored. I was trying to do a trick I saw on America's Got Talent. I was going to make the ball. You know, maybe you shouldn't play baseball. Yeah, I might quit. Really? Do you think your coach would get mad? No, not at all. No, you don't think? No, he actually suggested it.
You play to win the game.
The idea of going to the ballpark, say in 1900, was that the urban masses would get a taste of country pastoral air, that they would breathe in, that their lungs would expand by cheering. Baseball grew in the cities. It is an outgrowth of gambling, it's an outgrowth of crookedness, it's an outgrowth of drinking, it's a roistering, boisterous event. It is as wild as the Wild West.
Welcome back, y'all. Hope y'all are having a good Sunday as we come into Sunday Night Baseball. The out-of-town scoreboard looks like this. There's nothing. This is the only game. Dodgers have already punched their ticket, and we're waiting for the World Series. It'll either be the Mariners tonight or the winner of the Mariners Blue Jays tomorrow night. Either way, we'll be here with you every step of the way. Good to see you, 522. If I'm missing everybody else, I'm trying to activate a different browser because I believe it's not important, but I believe the browser that I was in is the one that's having the issues. First pitch on the way from Logan Gilbert. He fires a 97-mile-an-hour heater right there to George Springer. That pitch will miss the zone. It's 1-0. We'll try to get in here a little closer now. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing and miss. Up top 1-1 count. 0-0 your score. If you're just joining us, all you've missed was 3 outs by the Mariners to start the first inning. Left to right for the outfield for the Mariners is the 1-1's pop back foul. It's 1-2. It'll be Randy Arozarena in left, Julio in center, Canzoni in right, Suarez at third as we go around the horn left to right. Suarez, JP, Crawford, Rivas, and Naylor. Cal Raleigh behind the plate, and of course Gilbert on the bump, the 1-2. Swing, pops it back foul. The 1-2 count to Springer, batting .318 in the postseason. The 1-2. Lifted that one high and deep into right field, but plenty foul. We'll do it once again. The 1-2. Down below the knees. Called for a ball. Looked like it may have touched the paint, but it'll be 2-2. The 2-2, inside ball 3-2. So a good at bat right here by George Springer. Payoff pitch from Gilbert. He digs in. He kicks and he fires. Swing! Pops it up down the first base side. Foul territory. Giving chases Naylor. Goes off the screen. Does not make the catch. And it's once again a full count. So a full count. Brings it. Swing, broken bat. Ball is going to be a dying quail into the glove of Eugenio Suarez down the third base side. Foul territory, 1 away. Man, that thing shattered. Springer's still looking at the bat. It looks like he's holding like a long knife or a. He's just looking at the bat like, you failed me. So 1 up, 1 down. 0-0 your score. Nathan Lukes stands in. First pitch on the way is misses outside for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Right there for a strike. 1-1. 1-1 count. Gilbert comes set. He'll kick and fire. Pitch down and away. Ball 2-2. Nothing your score. No base runners so far. Gilbert looking in. The 2-1 pitch. Swing. And he'll dump that into right field. That's down for a base hit. Coming over, cutting it off is Canzone. And it's a 1-out single for the Mariners. The Blue Jays. Sorry, I got 9 things going on at once here. I think I finally got everything logged into the next browser that I had to use. I don't know what happened, but I knew it happened in Game 5 the other night, but didn't think about it much because it's never happened before. We go to pull it up tonight. It's just something's not computing with the other. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the batter, first pitch swinging, fouls it back. It's 0-1. Runner at first. 1 out. We'll put the stream back so you can see anything going on the base paths. Vladdy, 6 for 17 in the postseason. 6 for 17 versus Gilbert, including the postseason, I should say. The 2 home runs. Pitch on the way. Outside, 1. He's gone four seam to start the at bat. 1-1 count. He spins and fires. Swing, chopper over the head of Gilbert, waiting on the bounce over there at second base is Rivas. He was really stuck in no man's land. He gets the force out, but Vladdy will be safe, and he will take the spot of the runner from first to second. Lukes will be out on the force play, and Vladdy will make it to first on a fielder's choice. It's a slow hopper, probably a 2 or 3 hopper, and he's just waiting for it to roll to him because there was no chance of JP to get over there and make any kind of a difference. If he cuts it off, he's going to have to throw it to first. Alejandro Kirk, the batter, first pitch, swing, fires it back, out of play. It's a 1. The 0-1. Infield back into the left. The 0-1 pitch. High socks and all for Gilbert. Kicks and fires. Swing. Rifles it. High and deep into right field. Going back on the track. And it is just foul. It is not caught. Canzone slams into the wall. But the ball went, I'll say, 3 to 4 feet to the right of the paint, going up the wall just before it goes over. So he's 2 feet to the left and maybe 5 feet above from missing a home run. But if the ball stays fair, it would have been extra bases. Vladdy probably would have scored because the ball bounced away from Canzone so far, and with 2 outs, it would have taken forever for anybody to get to that ball. We went over your home plate umpires and your other umpires at the beginning of the game, but it is DJ Rayburn behind home plate. Tomorrow, if there's a Game 7, it's Quinn Walcott. He is not on the field tonight. They've started that recently in Major League Baseball postseason. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Pulled the string on that one. So Kirk was inches away from making the first run of the game. Instead, nothing your score. We'll head to the top of the second, and Seattle grabs the bats.
I know y'all heard of fear of missing out, but I think I have the exact opposite. I call it fear of being included.
Oh, I could never take that long to do my makeup. I just do my makeup in 10 minutes and I go. I know, Karen. I know. I can tell.
So, Dad, you've been married for a while. What are the secrets?
You need to learn to read the signs.
The signs?
Yeah. Women have 5 deadly terms they use.
Deadly terms.
Number 1, fine. It's not fine. She's basically just ending the argument. She thinks she's won, and you might as well move on from that.
Okay.
Number 2, nothing. That definitely means something. No one knows what it is, but just be afraid.
All right.
Number 3, go ahead. Yeah, don't do that. She's not giving you permission. She's basically daring you to do it. Don't do it. Number 4, whatever. That's basically a woman's way of saying screw you. Number 5, that's okay. Yeah, it's not okay, and if you do it, you're going to pay later. So,
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll keep those in mind then. So.
Hey, wait a minute. A bonus word. Wow. That's not a compliment like I first thought. That's actually her way of saying she didn't realize that someone could be so stupid.
Just outside the old Huntington Avenue ballpark, home of the Boston Pilgrims of the New American League, stood the Third Base Saloon, so called because it was the fans' last stop on the way home. Its owner was the bartender, Mike McGreevy, known as Nuff Said, because he was the final arbiter of all barroom disputes. His customers, Irish immigrants mostly, called themselves the Royal Rooters and considered themselves the most loyal of all Boston fans, though their loyalty was actually comparatively new. They had been National League fans until the National Leaguers raised ticket prices 2 years earlier.
All right, we're good to go now. Nothing, your score as we hit the top of the second inning. It's going to be Josh Naylor, Randy Arozarena, and Suarez. Left to right for the outfield. I didn't have a chance to do that because of all the technology nonsense. As the first pitch on the way from Yesevich is a swing and a mid strike. It's 0-1. We'll pull in a little bit so you can see a little closer. Trey just 10 pitches into the ninth. Left to right, backing up Trey is Lukes, Varsho, and Barger in the outfield. And around the horn, left to right from third to first, it's Clement, Jimenez, IKF, and Vladdy. Kirk is behind the plate. The 0-1 swung on, saws it off foul. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. We got the poll up for you on who's rooting for who. Is the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase one off the plate. One away. Yesevich appears to have his good stuff again. Good to see you, Iron Lung. Randy Arozarena coming to the plate. First pitch. Slider inside. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. Inside misses one. 1-1 count. Nothing, your score. Arozarena at the plate. Suarez on deck. He's batting just 118 in the ALCS is Arozarena. Swing and a miss at the slider. I mean, that was a half-hearted, confused swing. 1-2. I kind of expect if he doesn't do anything tonight and there is a game 7, they might drop him even further in the order. He's just going through a slump. The 1-2, swing, lifts it, down the line, way out in front, slaps it foul. We'll do it one more time. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the splitter, a hanging splitter. He's just all kinds of off right now. 2 away. Two up, 2 down. Nothing, your score. First pitch on the way is outside wide. Eugenio Suarez, it's 1-0. Suarez batting .316 in this series. 2 home runs and 6 RBI, including that grand slam the other night that was essentially what won the game for the Mariners in Game 5 after losing 2 in a row at home. The 1-1. Trey drops 1, top of the zone, slider. 1-2. He's got some hanging breaking balls tonight, but no one's been able to time him up. 1-2 count. Blue Jays fans are on their feet. Just misses outside. 2-2. The 2-2. Kicks and fires. Swing. Bangs it down the third base line, but plenty foul. Out of play. Do it one more time. Deuce is wild here. A 2-2 count. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Seattle Friday night became the first team in this series to win a home game. Toronto trying to follow suit. The 2-2. Bang! Punched him out at the bottom of the corner. Strike 3. And the Mariners go down. 1-2-3. We'll be back in a flash. Blue Jays grab the bats when we return.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm really down.
Why is that? About the doctor's diagnosis?
Yeah, 6 months left. I mean, it's not much.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I know. Get married.
Why? I mean, does that make me live longer?
No, but it'll make it seem like forever.
I think we really need to be in front of a television set. You take TV out of this relationship, it is just torture.
Man, the way that so many of y'all get on this app every single day and clock in, punching your time card, like it is your duty to comment on every single video that you come across, just looking for an argument. Just begging everybody, please argue with me. You just need somebody to talk to, huh? I mean, is that it? What's going on at home, babe? I'm not offering. Don't call me. Circling back to the therapy option, let's start there. You need help. This behavior isn't normal. Let's take a break from the tic-tac videos and unpack those mommy issues.
They're talking good about you. You want to read that Twitter machine, man. Everybody's getting on that Twitter machine. You want to read it. My Twitter machine is turned off.
On October 1st, 1903, Nuff Said and his Royal Rooters were among the first to pass through the turnstiles to see the Boston Pilgrims take on the Pittsburgh Pirates in the very first championship series between the two leagues. It would be a best-of-9 game contest. Realizing that this was a golden opportunity to prove the superiority of his new league, Van Johnson ordered the Boston owner to beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh had been favored to win, but Boston was aided by a series of disasters that undercut the Pirates. One pitcher had been injured. Their star shortstop, Honus Wagner, was playing hurt. And just as the series got underway, Ed Doheny, another pitcher, suffered a mental breakdown and was sent to an asylum.
Welcome back. 0-0 your score. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Toronto grabs the bats. Game 1 of the World Series is Friday night right here on Braves Country Radio. Dodgers, they will host if the Mariners win. They will be on the road if the Blue Jays win. First pitch on the way is right there for a strike. Slider on the outer edge. That's all in one. Won't affect the start times. All the start times will be on the 8 p.m. region. They've been messing people up. They've been going 803, 808 back and forth. As the 0-1 swing lifts it. That ball's going to dump into center field. Cutting it off is Julio. Nope, he's going to spit the bit. Pops off his glove, and it's going to be a single and should be an error, but we'll see if they end up giving him a hometown double. But regardless, runner at second base and nobody out. Bad defensive play out there by Hurod. And they are going to give that, well, they don't know what they're doing. They have him 0 for 1. He definitely got a hit. First pitch on the way is right there for a strike. It's 0 1. Now they've got him 1 for 1, but they haven't put the air up on the screen. But we'll check on that later. The 1-1 count, runner at second. Pitch on the way, swing, rips it over to third. Suarez drops it, fires it to first, and he's going to be safe. So another error for the Mariners. Should be 2 if it's being called honestly. And the Blue Jays have runners in first and second and nobody out. The runner at second had to hold up. The ball had been hit towards third. So no advancement there. That's just a good old-fashioned error by Suarez. Yeah, he's definitely safe. They're showing the replay of it a few times over, but he's definitely safe. So first and second, nobody out. What should be, if it weren't for the errors in this inning, it should be nobody on, 2 outs, because Varsho never makes it to second without that error from Julio, and it would have been a very sharp-turned 5-4-3. Addison Barger takes the first pitch upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Gilbert kicks and fires, swing and a miss, nasty spitter off the edge. 1-2. What you'll see from Vargas is a four-seamer, a slider, a splitter, a curve, a sinker. He throws the four-seamer, slider, and split the most. As the splitter's off the plate, 1-2. Those 3 pitches come in at about 91% of the time. The other 2, the curve and the sink, the curve almost 8% and the sink just past 1%. The sink is really just a showman pitch. 1-2 count. Swing, chops it down the first base line. Foul. He didn't get a chance to go over Yesevic's pitches, but it's really simple. He has 3 pitches. A four-seamer 45% of the time. The rest of the time it's pretty evenly split between the slider and the split. 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. I think Trey goes by the idea that I've always said, if most guys, if they have 6 or 7 pitches, they don't have any. He's got 3 that he can deliver well, and he's taking them all the way to the big leagues. You would expect as his career goes on, he will eventually develop a 4th pitch. 2-2 count, nobody out, 2 on. Pitch on the way, swung on. That ball is clocked into right field, down for a base hit, and the Blue Jays will strike first blood. An RBI single, and it's 1-0. They did finally clean that up and give the second error to Julio Rodriguez. I was wondering, I was like, man, you go to field a one hopper out there in the outfield, it bounces off your glove and the guy gets an extra base. There's nothing else you can give him. That might be a clean double in Little League or Restaurant League softball. IKF the batter. John, I don't know if you were in the chat earlier, but good to see you. Willis as well. First pitch on the way. Check swing, went around. Did he go around? He did. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, rattles it foul off the mask of Cal Raleigh. It's 0-2. Home plate umpire DJ Rayburn steps out of the box and softly tosses the ball back to Gilbert. You'll see the umpires do that when the ball gets a piece of a catcher. Give him a chance to kind of get his thoughts together. The 0-2. In the dirt. Good block by Cal Raleigh. Keep that ball from going to the backstop. Bouncer in the dirt. That missed the plate by about 3 feet in front and about 2 or 3 to the left. 1-2 count. Brings it. Swing, chops it foul out in front of that splitter. Gilbert trying to limit the damage off the 2 defensive gaffes. Still nobody out. He's given up 2 hits in this inning, and 2 errors have led to 1 run. The 1-2. Swing, rolls it down the third base line, and Suarez spits the bit once again. It's 2-0. Ball pops out of his hand as he tries to backhand it. I don't know if he's going to get him anyways. They may give that a base hit. It was a slow roller, and the Blue Jays lead 2-0, and runners at first and second, and nobody out. So a quick visit out there on the mound. Order is restored. 2-0 your score. We're still just here in the second inning. Suarez, he's got to get out from between his ears. I think the first one was definitely a gaff. That second one, I don't know if he's going to get the runner going down the line. It would have been really close. They did not give it an error. I don't think they should. Jimenez, the batter, righty-lefty matchup. First pitch showing bunt, chops it foul. It's 0-1. Jimenez trying to move those 2 runners over with the top of the order coming up. George Springer. This thing is spit the bit. All right. You got a 1-1 count. Right there for a strike, it's 1-2. The 1-2. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike three. He'll head on down. One away. Trying to bring this back in. Runners on first and second, one out, and George Springer now the batter. First pitch on the way is down and away. Slider misses, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Steps out of the box. Brings it. Pitch down and in, ball 2-0. 2-0 count. Righty-righty matchup. Runners at first and second. One out, the 2-0 pitch. Down and in. Ball 3-0. Standing on deck is Nathan Lukes. Still only one out, and Gilbert has run his pitch count up to 41 as his defense has let him down big time in this inning. The 3-0 inside, ball 4. So he heads on down to first, and Lukes, who's 1 for 1 with the single, he comes to the plate, righty-lefty matchup. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. standing on deck, so it doesn't get any easier. Gilbert would be looking to try to induce a double play. Bases loaded. One out. Ducks all over the pond. First pitch swinging, fouls it down the line. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. The 0-1. Swing, fouls it back. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. 44 pitches in. We're just one out here in the second inning. Gilbert on the rocks here. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 down. Big strikeout there, but he's not out of it yet. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Bases still loaded. The first pitch in the dirt. Gets away, but not too far. Good block by Riley. It's 0-1. Bases still loaded. Ducks all over the pond. 2 runs in. The 1-0 from Gilbert. Deep sigh, and he brings it. Swing, rips it over to third. Suarez flips it to second from his knees. So 2 bad defensive plays and a very good one. That'll end the inning. Could have been a lot worse. The Mariners get out of it. It's 2-0 Toronto. Seattle grabs the sticks when we return.
I'm boring.
Yeah, you are.
Armchair.
Presents the world's first star in your own radio commercial. Okay, guys, whenever you hear this sound, insert your name.
Hi there.
Braves country.
Sorry I'm late. Sometimes there just aren't enough hours in the day to be a neurosurgeon and a swimwear model. Oh, am I thirsty? How about it?
Braves country.
Got anything tall and cool? Oh, those.
Braves country.
You are so thoughtful. But of course,
Braves country.
the first choice for every occasion. You know, I have a confession to make. If I ever had a son, I'd want to name him.
Braves country.
Oh.
Braves country.
Come here. Now.
Braves country. Braves country. Braves country.
Well, you did very well in your first commercial.
Braves country.
Have a
Braves country.
You've earned it.
Armchair.
Do you ever miss the six-pack when you blow up between fights?
I'd rather be fat and happy than ripped. And like these people who are ripped all year round aren't happy. I'm not arsed. I don't care what they say. This six-pack's sound. I look great, but I'd rather be fat and happy, lad.
I think those Boston fans actually won that series for the Pilgrims. We beat them 3 out of the first 4 games, and then they'd start singing that damn Tessie song. You could hardly play ball. They were singing Tessie so damn loud. Like when Honus Wagner came to bat, they'd sing, Honus, why do you hit so badly?
The Boston Americans made it 5 victories out of 8 games played, which gives them a clear title to the highest honor ever achieved in baseball, Boston Globe.
The games proved so popular that the 2 leagues decided to hold a championship series every year. A team from Boston had beaten a team from Pittsburgh just 650 miles away, but the owners insisted on calling it the World Series.
Welcome back. Top of the third we go. Seattle trails 2-0. It'll be the bottom of the order for the Mariners. Crawford, Dominic Canzone, and Rivas. Yesevich, first pitch there for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. 1-0. Called for a strike on the outer edge. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Splitter off the edge. 1-2. The 1-2. Infield back and to the right with the left-hander on. Kicks and fires. In the dirt. 2-2. The 2-2 count. Down and in. Ball 3. Full count now. Two nothing your score, top of the third inning. A full count to Crawford as the Mariners try to strike back. The payoff pitch, outside, high and wide, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Coming to the plate is Canzone. Pizza Pockets batting .059 in the ALCS. First pitch on the way is outside wide. Called for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Wonder how much longer they'll put him in the lineup. The 0-1, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. He's a guy that platoons, and during the regular season, he has 11 home runs, but an .059 average in the ALCS. The 0-2 in the dirt. Good block by Kirk as it bounces to the plate. 1-2. 1-2 count. Comes set. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good splitter down and away by Trey. And there's one down. Big strikeout there. First pitch is a 95-mile-an-hour four-seamer at the knees. It's 0-1. Trey Yesevich, 5 strikeouts in 8 outs so far. Or the first 8 batters, I should say. He did walk one. Slider down and in, swing and a miss. Rivas taking a hack near his shoelaces. It's 0-2. If he's going to swing at that, I don't know why you throw anything else to him. The 0-2 count. Infield back into the right. Outfield straight away. Rivas takes his quick timeout, digs back into the box. The 0-2. Down and away, good take. 1-2. The 1-2 brings it in the dirt. Good splitter. 2-2. 2-2 count. Every time he comes to the plate, y'all start talking about calzones. That's why I named him Pizza Pockets, because that's what we called him at one of the joints that I worked at. The 2-2 count. Runner at first. Still just one out. Here's the pitch. Swing. Pops it up. Down the left field line. Out of play. We'll do it again.
What's for dinner? Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
Howdy, as was, and Michael. See y'all coming into the chat. The 2-2. Misses high. Ball 3, 3-2. So full count. What is for dinner, y'all? PETA had Sammy's. As was Sloppy Joe's and steak. I haven't had a Sloppy Joe in a long time. That sounds good. The 3-2. Swing! That ball's lifted high and deep into right field. Going back on the track. Off the wall. Trying to make the leaping grab at the wall was the right fielder Barger, but a great job by Varsho to back him up. It clanked off the wall. He got the quick rebound, and it's just going to be a long single because J.P. Crawford had to hold up to see if that was going to end up being caught. That ball was a skyscraper at the top of the wall. As the first pitch on the way to Julio Rodriguez. He flew out on the first pitch of the game, takes that one down and away. It's 1-0. Rivas very close to knocking that one out. Maybe 5 feet below the top of the wall. The 1-0. Fires it over to first base. Kirk. Do they have him? That's close. They didn't call him out, but Vladimir Guerrero Jr. wants a replay. So he points to the dugout. Man, it is really close. Haven't seen it. Here we go. Here's a closer pick. It is. I think he might have just gotten in there. I have to see a better view. I don't know if they have a better one than what we just saw. He bounces the glove off the. Nah, I think he's safe. He bounces the glove off the base and then hits his arm, and I think Vladdy thought that he had hit the hand going through, but by the time he hits the top of the arm, that oven mitt is sitting right there on the base. It is really close. The throw was almost perfect. Man, it is close. Because it is so close. I don't know if there's going to be enough to overturn that, but they are looking at it. It feels like one of those calls we're going to get the play stands as opposed to confirmed or overturned. The replay is in New York, so you never know what's going on there. They're probably being told by Manfred and company, we don't need a West Coast World Series. Call him out. Man, it is so close by. It looks like his mitt gets right there. So what you see is the mitt laying down after he tags him, but the front of the mitt, or I guess almost like the center of his hand, right there at the palm, had already touched the base, and then it folds over, and he is safe. So the challenge is lost. It was really close. And that comes from Toronto's replay team. They have to make the decision. Now, of course, when Vladdy's emphatically asking for it, it may change the decision of Schneider, but when it's all said and done, all they do nowadays is all teams, they say, call upstairs, find out if we have a chance, if it's worth a review. If not, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, slider. 2-1. Rodriguez was trying to take the lead on that swing. He was coming out of his shoes on that. The 2-1 count. Righty. Here's the pitch. Down and away. 3-1. Standing on deck for the Mariners is Cal Raleigh. So Trey trying not to load the bases. The 3-1. Inside ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. And that's going to get a mound visit as the pitching coach, Pete Walker, is coming out. Gives me a chance to scroll back and see what everybody's chowing down on. Bananas, something about tomatoes. I have to scroll quite a bit, so I may not have time. See, was that loaded fries? Someone's having loaded fries. Willis is drinking healthy. Modelo. Destiny's having Arby's. What you getting at Arby's, Destiny? Let us know. You getting like one of the roast beef sands with the cheese? I forget what those are called. Seems like everybody goes to Arby's always wants their curly fries. I'm not a big curly fry person. I don't know why they never. Here comes Kyle Raleigh, first pitch swinging. He bangs it on the ground, and this is going to be a double play. 3, 6, 1. Inning-ending, rally-killing double play. So he swung at the first pitch he sees, and it's a splitter down into the hands. That'll kill the rally, and we'll head to the bottom of the third. The Blue Jays keep the Mariners off the board with a 2-run lead.
What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone?
An enzyme? I don't know.
You can't hear an enzyme.
What do you mean you can't hear an enzyme? So you can't hear an enzyme, but you can hear a hormone? Oh my God, you're such an idiot.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
This one time, a boyfriend cheated on me, and I broke up with him on our way home. And while we were driving, he got so mad at me that he took my glasses off my face and threw them out the window. Was just like, all right, if you don't want to see me, then you don't need to see anyone. Good luck finding someone better, and also your way home. You, John.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by The Best Things in Life, which are still free with minimum purchase at participating dealers.
The Cubs' pitching mainstay was an Indiana farm boy, Mordecai Peter Centennial Brown, better known as Three Finger Brown, because of a boyhood accident with a feed cutter that destroyed most of his right index finger, paralyzed his little finger, and gave him a devastating curveball. Brown won 20 or more games, 6 years in a row.
I hate AI. I f***ing hate it, and I hate it more and more every day. This new thing where people can make whatever video they want with AI, we need to be putting a stop to this. Oh, everybody can be creative. It's amazing. Everybody isn't supposed to be creative. The best thing most people can do with their creativity is keep it to themselves. We have this powerful technology, and what are we doing with it? We need to stop. Put it back in the box. The best thing about most people's ideas is that they don't happen. Most people's dreams do not come true, and that's for the best. Let's just go back to 2001.
That clip made me laugh today, so I shared it with you. Welcome back. Logan Gilbert goes back to work, trailing by 2. First pitch on the way. Upstairs for a strike to Alejandro Kirk. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Right there. Four-seam fastball, 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Two nothing your score. Blue Jays lead it. We're here in the bottom of the third. Kirk leads us off as the 0-2 is in the dirt, 1-2. He'll be followed by Varsho and Clement. The 1-2. Swing, chops it down the line, deep into the hole. Suarez has it, a one-hopper, throws it over to first, and Naylor holds on to it, holds the bag, and it's a 5-3 putout. That was kind of a tricky play over there. Not sure what happened there with Josh Naylor. He stepped, for whatever reason, he stepped into the foul territory where he should have been reaching for the ball or just standing. I don't know if he lost his balance, but anyways, he ended up spinning around at the end. First pitch on the way is right there on the outer edge to Dalton Varsho. It's 0-1. He kind of looked like a first baseman in a restaurant softball league that had never played the position before. He was over there stumbling and bumbling. Is he 0-1? Right there. Strike at the knees. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Infield back into the right. Here's the pitch. Swing, lifts it. High and deep into right field. Drifting over. Making the catch. F9 in your scorecard by Canzone. 2 down. If this score holds, same two teams tomorrow night, 7:30 first pitch right here on Braves Country Radio. It'll be game number 7. Winner take all. The most beautiful words in all of sport. Game 7. First pitch to Clement is swung on. That ball is cracked deep into left field, off the wall, bounces off the wall. Rosarena, I don't know what he's doing. He's kind of half-assing it out there. He finally goes and gets the ball, and it's going to be a triple. That was really close to going out of the park. When he didn't catch it, he kind of lollygagged over there. Center fielder Julio Rodriguez was giving chase, but was a little behind the play. He almost had to be the one that corralled it. I think he might have missed, didn't know where it was. I thought at first when he came off, he thought it was a home run, but you got to get it about 3-4 feet higher off of that blue line. First pitch is right there for a strike. Slider on the outer edge. It's 0-1. I've seen some out-of-towners get confused the way that fence is set up, but it's pretty clear. This is obviously not his first game out there. The 0-1. Swing, belts that one. High and deep. Going back. On the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ramalama, ding dong, a 2-run shot, and Toronto has taken a 4-run lead. Addison Barger barges through the door with a 403-foot blast. We got a 4-run game. A hanger, a banger, and she gone. First pitch on the way to IKF is right there on the outer edge. Right there for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Pitch inside, 1-2. The 1-2 count. Swung on, chops it over to short. J.P. Crawford has it. He'll fire it over first, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Blue Jays put 2 on the board. We'll be back in a flash. 4-0. Mariners going to try to wake those bats up.
Sometimes I call other women's name out in bed just to remind my wife that I have other options.
Little Debbie is not another option.
What?
Top 10 things that women say that make men want to suplex puppies. Number 10, don't watch it without me. Number 9, try this, it's good for you. Number 8, guess who I saw today? I don't care. Number 7, what do you think I meant by that? Number 6, I don't care where we go, I'm just hungry. Liar. Number 5, can we talk? Number 4, you know what would be fun? Number 3, I'm fine. So no sex ever again? Yeah, that's cool. Number 2, I'm almost ready. And the number 1 thing that women say that makes men want to suplex puppies is, it's okay, I'll just have some of yours.
You know, everyone knows you capture a leprechaun, you get 3 wishes, right? So we gotta think very carefully what our next 2 are here.
I wish I could live forever. What are you doing? I wish you don't. How about that? No, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why didn't you say, I wish I could live forever? And live forever with you?
Bob Uecker in the Brewer booth, half a century calling Brewer games, and some of the highlights, some of the best moments came from the 1980s. Here's a sample.
They're loaded up here in the 9th inning. Molitor goes to third. Ben Oglivie to second. Gorman Thomas is on at first. And it brings up Sixto Lascano. Lascano with a big 2-run homer. Back in the 4th inning to tie the game at that time at 3-3 is 1 for 4 this afternoon. Drago from the windup. The pitch to Sixto. Here's a drive to deep right center. Way back goes Evans. It's got a chance to go. Goal! Hey, a grand slam home run for Lascano. And the Brewers have won this opening game by a score of 9-5. Oh, what a finish today.
The relationship between a husband and wife is psychological. One is psycho, one is logical.
Welcome back. Four to nothing your score. And the Mariners try to get on the board. First pitch on the way. As we start the top of the 4th inning, it'll be Jorge Polanco. Takes the first pitch right there for a strike. A slider. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Righty, lefty. Splitter. Misses out of the zone. 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing, fouls it away. 1-2. Four nothing your score. If you're just joining us, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Toronto. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for Seattle. Just moments ago, a 2-run shot by Addison Barger as the 1-2 off the plate, 2-2. Doubled the lead. Prior to that, 2 runs in the second, 2 runs in the third is how we got here for Toronto, is the 2-2. Swing, chops it foul, do it again. Just hasn't looked like Gilbert's had his best stuff, but he's been let down by his defense as well. 3 errors on the night, and you could make an argument, or 2 errors on the night, you can make an argument for a third. The 2-2 brings it. Swing, that ball's lifted high into right field. Not quite deep enough. Drifting over, making the catch. F9 in your scorecard is Barger. 1 away. Randy Arozarena moves to the on-deck circle. Josh Naylor stands at the plate. First pitch, he's going to swing and bang that into center field. That's down for a base hit, and it's a one-out single for Seattle. One on, one out. Arozarena digging in. Pitch from Yesevich is fouled back out of play. It's 0-1. Old Ye Savage is 55 pitches into the night. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 hits. No runs. He's got a 4-0 lead. The 0-1 swing. Rolls it towards third. It's going to be a tough play, and that's going to bang off the hand of the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Ernie Clement doing a little Bert and Ernie out there, kicking the ball around, and it's going to be, I think they'll have to give that an infield single. It would have been a very tough play, especially with Randy busting it down the line. So runners on first and second. Once again, the Mariners do have a threat going. Yeah, they're going to give that a base hit, an infield single. It's one of those plays where if he makes it, that's great, but you can't expect it. He had a long way to go in a short time to get there. Eugenio Suarez takes the first pitch outside wide, high and wide. It's 1-0. We call those the eastbound and downs here. Because he was playing deep as he is right now. He's playing deep third base. That ball gets chopped, rolled slowly, and he's having to make a beeline for it as the 1-0 chops it back foul. 1-1. He was never really applauded for his glove, but the best I ever saw make that play was Chipper Jones. On a night-in, night-out basis, he made that play, and there's been other great defensive third basemen that have done it over the years. Scott Rowland comes to mind. Nolan Arenado is the 1-1. Does he go around? He did not. 2-1. The Chipper, night in and night out, he would make those barehanded plays. What he would get beat up with on the glove is then he would follow that up with like kicking one into the outfield and be like, what the hell's going on over there? The 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, 2-2. But all in all, I always thought he was underrated as a glove man over at third. Runners on first and second and 1 out. Suarez, who had a grand slam the other night, swings at the 2-2 pitch and bangs it foul. Just past the third base dugout near the tarps. The 2-2. Brings it in the dirt. Good take. That ball goes to the backstop, and both runners will move up. Man, that ball got away with a hurry. It kicked into the dirt and rolled underneath the glove of Kirk. I'll take another look at that one. Definitely going to be a wild pitch. Oh, it banged off the plate, deadened out, went underneath his legs. So a wild pitch. Payoff pitch now to Suarez. Misses high, ball 4. He'll head on down to first. The Ducks are all over the pond. Bases loaded, 1 out. J.P. Crawford coming to the plate. Crawford, who walked his first time up. Standing in. First pitch. Splitter just off the edge. For a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Infield is back and to the right. Trey comes and brings it. Smacks the outer edge. It's 0-2. (0-2) count. Bases loaded, 1 out. See if he goes out there for a third time. He's gone splitter. The 0-2. Swing, dribbles it over to second, and that's going to be another 4, 6, 3. Rally killing double play. Another double play gets him out of the jam. Kind of reached for one there and dribbled it over to second. We'll be back in a flash. The Blue Jays will grab the bats when we return.
How much is the rent for this beautiful apartment?
Man, we're in the liquor store.
Quick story about Marcus Mariota. You know, people ask me about him all the time, and he's such a great player, but his best attribute is how quick-witted he is. People don't know this, but his freshman year, he worked at a grocery store in town to kind of pay the extra bills. And he was at the register one day, and this great big woman comes in, and she said, "I'd like to buy a half a head of lettuce." And he kind of looked at her funny, said, "We don't sell half heads, only whole heads." And she got all mad. So he walked into the back to ask the manager what he should do, and he said, "Hey, I got this great big fat woman out here that wants to buy a half a head of lettuce. What should I do?" And he didn't know it, but the woman had followed him back there. So he looks over his shoulder, and he sees her standing there, and he said, "And this lady wants to buy the other half." So the manager told him afterwards, the manager said, that was impressive. I can't believe you could think that quickly on your feet. And he goes, "That was nothing. I'm used to dealing with stuff like that." He goes, "I'm from Honolulu. There's 2 things we have in Honolulu. It's great football and fat women." And the manager said, "My wife's from Honolulu." And he said, "Well, what position does she play?"
Armchair.
In the 1906 World Series, the Cubs were heavily favored to beat their crosstown rivals, the Chicago White Sox, called the Hitless Wonders because the team averaged just .230 and hit only 7 home runs all season. But no one had counted on the superb pitching of White Sox ace Ed Walsh, master of the spitball.
Big Ed Walsh? Oh, brother. You talk about spitballs. I think that the ball disintegrated and got back together when the catcher got hold of it. I think when it went past the plate, it was just spit going by.
Ed Walsh totally overpowered the Cubs. He pitched a masterful 2-hit shutout to win the 3rd game and then went on to win the 5th. The Hitless Wonders had won the World Series.
For about 70 cents, you can buy a can of soda, regular or diet. For about 70 cents, you can also buy a cup of coffee. For about 70 cents, you can buy a pack of gum, plain or sugarless. For
10 cents a day.
You can buy
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio. Welcome back. Four to nothing your score. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Gilbert back out there to work. He'll be facing Jimenez in the top of the order. First pitch on the way to Gilbert. From Gilbert to Jimenez is right there for a strike. Splitter at the knees. It's on 1. The 0-1. Righty lefty. Kicks and fires. Check swing. Did he go around up top? He did not. 1-1. Third base umpire Ben May says no dice. Quinn Walcott will be your home plate umpire if there's a Game 7 tomorrow night. What they started doing in Major League Baseball in the postseason recently is the 1-1, swing and a miss 1-2. The umpire who calls the game the next day does not take the field the day before, the game before. So, for instance, DJ Rayburn was not in game number 5, sat on the sidelines, because they're always going to carry a couple of extras in case of an emergency. Is the 1-2 high and out of the zone? 2-2. It could be an injury related, or it could just be a health issue. So that they always carry an extra umpire in these, usually 2 extra umpires in these series. Is the 2-2 swing, slices it over to third. Suarez has it. Good throw this time. 5-3. 1 away. It's probably a good idea just in general to have them as fresh as possible if they're going to be behind home plate during a postseason game. You've got all these guys at your disposal. You might as well put them to work. First pitch on the way, swinging by Springer. He bangs it high and deep, slams the bat, but it'll be an F8 in your scorecard. 2 down. I think that was more frustration. Felt like he just missed taking that 1 yard. Two down. Gilbert sitting at 67 pitches. First pitch on the way to Nathan Lukes, the number 2 hitter. Fires a 4-seam fastball. Smacks it back foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Tomorrow night's game, I told you they keep playing with the times. Tomorrow night's game is not 8:03, it's 8:08. It's incredibly stupid what they do these times. In MLB is the 0-1, down and in, 1-1. 1-1 count. You don't see it in any other sports. They're just these oddball times where they move them all over the place, especially during the postseason. The 1-1 swing, fouls it away. 1-2. I still say Major League Baseball during the regular season, they need to have a uniform time where the games start, meaning, depending on your time zone, let's say that you want to go with the traditional 7:05 first pitch. Then it needs to be 5 minutes after the hour for everybody at 7:05 when they're at home in the local markets. Is the 1-2's in the dirt, 2-2. And if you want to do it on the half hour, then we'll say 7:35, right? But heck, the Toronto Blue Jays start their games at 7:07. The 2-2 swung on, chops it over to second. It's going to be a 4-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. So Gilbert bounces back and gives the Mariners a shutdown inning. We'll see if the Mariners bats can give Gilbert some runs to play with. We'll be back in a flash.
Why is it so hard to solve a murder in West Virginia? There's no dental records and all the DNA's the same.
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Personal foul, 69, offense. He was giving them the business.
Now Don Mattingly, an emerging star. Mattingly last year was called up by the Yankees from Columbus the day Bobby Mercer retired. He'd been with him prior to that, but had been sent out. And he's not only won a spot on the roster, he's in the lineup, he's hitting third, and he's leading the league at .338. That's drilled to the gap in right center field, and it is off the fence. Randolph was running all the way, so he is being waved in. Whitaker's going to Parrish, is not in time on a double by Mattingly.
First game I went to, May 30th, 1956, Yankee Stadium. We drove from Long Beach, Long Island to the Bronx. Almost took 2 hours. And as we came up into the Bronx and Jerome Avenue, my dad said, there it is. And, you know, I'd seen games before, but on TV. And there it was, and it like ate up the Bronx. It was the biggest thing I had ever seen in my life, and it had that great roof, that green copper roof, and the breeze was just blowing all those pennants in the roof, you know, just going like that, telling you which way the wind was blowing, and I had my glove and everything, and I sat like in between third base and home plate, like real close.
Welcome back. Four to nothing your score. We go to the top of the fifth inning. Trey is back to work, and Canzoni leads us off. First pitch on the way is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Trey's at 67 pitches. They haven't asked him to go much further than the fifth inning, so you got to figure this may be his last inning. Unless he gets a very quick one. It's the 1-0 right up top. It's 1-0. And then, of course, it goes over to the bullpen. You never know what's going to happen when the bullpen comes out. They've got some good arms in the Toronto bullpen, but they've had some struggles as well. The 1-1 swing, slaps it back foul. 1-2. Underwater in here tonight. I was thinking of him when watching the Giants and his boy Bo Nix versus Bo Nix's Broncos. Man, that was a heck of an ending. The 1-2 misses high, 2-2. Two count. That was probably the best game of the day. A lot of them were Smorville. The 2-2 pitch, down and in. Full count. Nobody on, nobody out. Canzoni, Rivas, and then back to the top of the order. The payoff pitch, swing, chops it up the middle. That'll be through for a base hit, and it is a leadoff single for the Mariners. They've got runners aboard once again. Pete Walker just stepped to the phone in the dugout. Toronto pitching coach. It's either just get someone started or ask them if they're warm. They haven't peered into that bullpen in a while. Four-seam fastball misses high. It's 0-1. That Toronto bullpen has had an 8.46 ERA in this series. Is the 0-1. Swing, fouls it away. It's 0-2. You wonder if Toronto makes it to the World Series, you wonder how they'll fare against the Dodgers. Because even though they'll have the home field advantage, you got a ERA, a bullpen ERA of 8.46 going against that club. Good luck with that. That game with Shohei Ohtani we did on Friday night, I was talking about that the next day. I could not believe that game that he had, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Rivas chased one off the edge. One away. You can't compare guys from different eras, so there's no point of saying who's the greatest of all time, because it's just, in any sport, you're just wasting your breath. But in this era, there's not even a debate. There's Shohei Ohtani, and then there's the rest. First pitch to Rodriguez. He swung on and dribbles it over to short. It's going to be a 6, 4, 3, double play. Rodriguez thought he was safe. We'll see if they challenge it. Doesn't look like they are. Man, it was close. Bang, bang. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the fifth we go. The Blue Jays grab the sticks, leading by 4.
It just really makes me sad. Like, it's 7 billion people in the world, and not everyone gets to experience how funny I am and how fat my ass is, you know?
No, guys, don't do this. No, come on. This is crazy. Guys, we always do this. We veer wildly off topic, and the next thing you know, we're having some ridiculous argument that has nothing to do with what we're trying to solve. You know, and
then tempers flare.
Exactly. We're talking about evolution all of a sudden, and then we're arguing about racism or whether or not ghouls exist or something.
They do, though.
No, they don't.
No, they do.
You've never seen them.
Yes, I have seen them.
Stop! We're off topic.
When your woman is acting up, just tell her, less kitchen, more kitchen. Women love it when you rhyme.
Super marriage tip. If you're getting ready to go out in public with your wife, ask her, would you please put on some makeup? This will help her understand that you are concerned with her appearance, and she will love you more for it.
The best part of having a husband, you can tell him any secret, and he will not tell a living soul, because he wasn't listening to you in the first place.
Bob Uecker in the Brewer booth.
The arm is back. Here he comes. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Goodbye, Detroit. Hello, New York. Hi, Raleigh Fingers. What a job he is being mobbed by his teammates as the Brewers have come from behind today to beat Detroit by a score of 2-1. Oh, what a victory today for this Milwaukee Brewer Ball Club. Trailing 1-0 into the 8th inning. They have come back to win this game by a score of 2-1. Raleigh Fingers getting the final 2 men via the strikeout route, and Milwaukee will face New York for the American League Eastern Division Championship.
Welcome back. Thanks for spending your Sunday night here in Braves country. The BCR, ALCS. Please make sure to like and subscribe and become a member today. We'll be doing multiple out-of-town doubleheaders every week this year. Logan Gilbert goes back to work. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. standing at the plate. Gilbert kicks and fires. First pitch, 94 miles an hour right down the pipe for a strike. It's a 1. 4-0 your score. Down and in. 1-1. The 1-1. Swing! That ball is belted high and deep. Going back on the track. She's a goner. 5-0 your score, and Vladdy goes yard once again. Vladdy J. A screamer over the left center field wall, 384. Happy feet later, and it's a nickel on the board, 5-0. Wow, that was a hanger. Cement mixer. Look looked like he was trying to throw the slider, and it didn't slide. Looks like that's going to be it for Gilbert. He'll hit the showers. We'll hit the break. We'll be back in a flash. It's 5-0. Bottom of the fifth here in Toronto. On this date in 1875, in front of a record crowd of 10,000 fans at the Hartford Ball Club grounds, the visiting Boston Red Stockings, later known as the Braves, and were 16-0 on the year, beat the Dark Blues, who were 12-0 with a final score of 10-5. Mark Twain attends the National Association contest and offers a $5 reward for returning his English-made brown silk umbrella pilfered at the game by a small boy when the famous writer stood up to cheer for the hometown team. On this date in 1929, in a doubleheader played at Philadelphia's Baker Bowl, the Dodgers and the Phillies combined to score a record 50 runs when the visitors outlast the home team 20-16 before dropping an 8-6 decision in the nightcap. Brooklyn's Johnny Frederick crosses the plate 5 times in the opener, giving him the major league mark of scoring 8 runs in 2 consecutive games. And on this date in 1942, night games in New York City are banned for the duration of World War II, leaving fans in the dark about the status of the All-Star game scheduled for the Polo Grounds on the evening of Monday, July 6th. The prohibition of night games, announced by the New York City Police Commissioner Louis Valentine, will change the starting times for 28 contests involving the Brooklyn Dodgers and the New York Giants. Welcome back. We would put the on this date on the screen, but I have a tendency to forget I've put it up there, and then I'll look over like an inning later and go, damn it, I had to take that down. So I just put it in the chat now so people know, because I don't make them during the, I just haven't had time to do them here in the offseason. Bizzardo goes to work. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way to Alejandro Kirk is a sinker right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. 2.52 ERA. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing, chops it foul. It's 0-2. Gilbert's night has done 4 innings, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 7 hits allowed. Really shouldn't be 4 earned. It should be more like 2 or 3. Considering those errors, but that's how they have it right now is the 0-2. Swing, slices it towards right. Drifting over, making the catch is Canzone. Pizza Pockets, F9 your scorecard. 1 away. Varsho and Clement to follow now. First pitch swinging, slider, swing and a miss. Right there on the outer edge, it's 0-1. The 0-1 count. That was the 6th home run of the postseason for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's looking to hunt down something his Hall of Fame dad couldn't, which would be if he hits like this and Toronto wins the whole thing, he's going to get the MVP as well. The 1-1 swung on, lifted high and deep into center field. Drifting back at the track, making the catch at the wall is Julio Rodriguez, 2 away. Much different hitter than his dad. His dad used to be a bad ball outside, and I never got a chance to see Roberto Clemente play, but outside of Roberto Clemente, he's known as the the greatest bad ball hitter of all time. Now, he had some other ones, but they're just more infamous about it because the level of the bad pitches that they would swing at and still, not just the home runs they would hit, but also just get big base hits, swinging at pitches well out of the zone. So first pitch inside to Ernie Clement is inside for strike. Right there on the inner pane, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing. Slices it towards right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to be extra bases. Burton Ernie heading towards second base, and it's a 2-out double for the Blue Jays. Thought he was going to go diving in, but he went standing up. Good job of cutting off the ball out there by Pizza Pocket, so that might have been 3. So runner at second, 2 outs. Man, the 6 through 8 hitters, they're 5 for 7 tonight with a home run. Speaking of the home run, here comes Addison Barger. Swing, pops it up, high into center field. And Julio down in the schoolyard makes the catch. But the Blue Jays lead it 5-0. Putting one on the board. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. style, 384 feet later, we'll head to the 6th inning. The Mariners have had some base runners. They just haven't gotten the big hit. We'll be back in a flash.
All these is out here be like, I want to move to Montana and build a barn dominium and raise our kids and swing on our porch swing and drink coffee and cuddle in front of the wood stove. I'm bitch. I want that.
No, do you hear me? I'm cranky, I'm tired, I worked hard at school. Okay?
Alright, so what? You don't want me to mess with you tonight?
No, I'm cranky, I'm tired, I worked hard at school.
What's a 3-letter word that starts with gas?
Gas.
Not gas.
It's not a 3-letter word then if it starts with gas.
It's a 3-letter word.
It can't be if it starts with gas. Gas is 3 letters. You're not outsmarting me.
What are some of your weaknesses?
I'm too honest.
I don't really think that's a weakness.
I don't give a what you think.
I am genuinely curious. What do people who do not drink coffee look forward to when they get out of bed? Like, you mean to tell me that you guys are out here just raw dogging life, caffeine free? I don't understand.
Bob Uecker in the Brewer booth, half a century calling Brewer games.
3-2, 2 outs, 4-4, 9th inning. Gantner, there he goes. The pitch, a swing and a fly ball, right field and deep. Get up, and get out of here. Gone for Swaim, and they've done it again. 12 in a row on a 2-run blast by Swaim to win it. Oh, my goodness. Do you believe it? Morgan, a smash up the middle, base hit to center. Here comes Gomez, around third, a throw, and the Brewers win. The Brewers are moving on a base hit by Nigel Morgan. He's being mobbed. Wow, what a scene.
So what do you want to do now?
Want to get drunk?
Yeah.
Five to nothing your score as the Mariners bring back up to the heart of the order. First pitch on the way to Cal Raleigh is in the dirt. They said that he went around down the third baseline. Raleigh kind of rolling his eyes down there at third base, Ben May. It's on 1. The 0-1. Braves better not be in Cancun. They need to be in the batting cages. They didn't earn Cancun this year, the 0-1. Right there at the knees. 1-1. One count, or 0-2, they called that. Okay. All right. The 0-2. High and out of the zone, 1-2. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Toronto. No runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Seattle. Mariners trail 5-0. The pitch on the way, swing. Guess he must have just gotten a piece of that, bangs it off the plate. Standing on deck is Polanco. Naylor to follow. Yesevich, 79 pitches. He had a really quick 5th inning. You figure with the up-downs, this will probably be the last inning. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nasty splitter, 1 away. Game tomorrow night. No official starters have been named. The first pitch to Polanco's down and away. It's 1-0. Kicks and fires. Splitter outside wide. 2-0. Two-0 count. If you look at who would be on normal rest, it could be Kirby versus Bieber again. The 2-0 pitch. Swing, chops it over to first. Underhanded by Vladdy. He'll flip it to Trey covering the bag. 2 down. Kirby got absolutely annihilated his last time out. That was in Seattle. 4 innings, 8 earned runs. Bieber pitched well, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. First pitch swinging by Naylor, swung on, blasts a splitter deep into right field, going back on the track. That ball is gone. He spun around as he hit it. A solo shot. Feet later, 100 miles off the bat of Josh Naylor, and it's a 5-1 game. Seattle finally getting on the board. The way he first spun around, I don't know who he was looking at. I almost think maybe he was getting some heckles out there behind home plate. It's the first pitch on the way to Rosarena. 4-seam fastball down and away. It's 1-0. Chops it down the line, foul. 1-1. So 1-1 count. The other option you could use, I just don't think it's likely, is you could go short rest with Scherzer and Castillo. The 1-1 pitch swung on. That ball's going to get dribbled out to the right center field area, just enough to get over the head of the infield, but not hard enough to get to the wall. So it's a 2-out single for Rosarena. think that might be it. Looks like that Schneider coming out of the dugout, and we will head to break. We'll be back in a flash. It's 5-1. Runner at first, and the Mariners have Eugenio Suarez coming to the plate. We'll be right back. On this date in 1846, Alexander Cartwright's New York Knickerbockers played their first game against an opposing club. They will lose the contest 23-1 to the New York Nine at Elysian Field in New Jersey. The contest was considered as the first organized baseball game to use Cartwright's rules, which featured foul territory, outs made by tagging runners, and 3 outs per side. The New York Nine was an assembled team who had previously had mostly played cricket before the contest. On this date in 1903, in Manhattan's East Harlem neighborhood, a baby boy weighing nearly 14 pounds becomes the second child of 4 born to German immigrants, Heinrich and Christina Gehrig. The parents named their only surviving child Lou, a future Hall of Famer first baseman for the New York Yankees. And on this date in 1942, Boston outfielder Paul Wainer singles off of Rip Sewell to collect his 3,000th hit in the team's 7-6 loss to the Pittsburgh Pirates at Boston Braves Field. 39-year-old Big Poison becomes the 7th major leaguer to accomplish this feat and the first to do it since 1905. It should be noted he requested an infield single 2 days before to be registered as an error, as he wanted his 3,000th to be clean. Welcome back. Yesevich Day is done. As the first pitch from Varlin, Louis Varlin, right there for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 follows that knuckle curve up with a slider inside. They called that a slider. Didn't really move like a slider, but more like a cutter. 1-1. Louis Varlin, the right-hander, he can bring it upper 90s. Runner at first, 2 outs. Pitch, 97 miles an hour. Misses high, 2-1. The 2-1 count. Down and away, 3-1. Five to 1 your score just moments ago. Seattle getting on the board with a solo shot by Josh Naylor, the 3-1 pitch. Smacks a curve right there at the bottom of the zone. Full count. Even his knuckle curve, that thing comes in at 89. I don't think he knows the definition of touch pitch. He's just bringing it. It's really more of a splitter, but the payoff pitch, swing, lifts it into right field. That's going to get down and roll around in fair territory. Rosarena's heading around third. Here comes the throw from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It is up the line, and Rosarena, does he make you Randy, baby? He scores all the way from first. It's 5-2. Wow. Oh, he was going on the pitch. I did not see that. Sliced it in the corner. So of all the people that knew he was going, it was Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was just standing next to him. He got the ball at the wall. Pretty good throw by Vladdy for a first baseman that deep. That was a lot closer than I expected it to be. But nonetheless, it's 5-2. First pitch on the way is a knuckle curve to Crawford. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Changeup misses down and away, 1-1. Varland, former pitcher for the Minnesota Twins organization, is the 1-1 outside wide, 2-1. 27-year-old, 6'1", 205-pounder out of St. Paul, Minnesota. So he was drafted by his hometown team. The 2-1 swing, bangs it on home plate and rolls back foul, 2-2. Mariners on the board. We got ourselves a ball game again. It's 5-2. Seattle's still trailing by 3, but you're starting to think that this was just going to be a laugher. The 2-2. Down and in, good take. Full count. So now the runner will be on the move. Suarez. Still hard to believe he didn't end up at second base with all that going on. I mean, it was a soft hit ball down the first base line. The throw goes to home plate as the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Doesn't matter, but Suarez should have been standing at second base when all that dust settled. We'll be back in a flash. Mariners score 2. They're back in it. It's a 3-run game. We go to the bottom of the 6th here in Toronto.
Things that when you were younger, if someone had them, you thought they had money. I didn't grow up poor, like we didn't have food poor, but I grew up in a mobile home. I grew up with like, we don't have money for that poor. Like we had ice cream in our fridge, but it was like the bucket with the red handle that was like white with like different like red swirl in it. And the swirl was like almost like crunchy. When I was a kid, if you had any of these 3 things, I thought you were rich, like rich. The first one is a waterbed. If you told me that you had a waterbed, I thought you were Bill Gates. The second thing were these Breyers or Good Humor, whoever made these Viennettas. It's like a frozen ice cream dessert, like woo-hoo. And the last thing is stairs. If you had stairs in your house, it's over. Rolling in money.
Is Gen X okay? No, seriously, are you guys okay?
What kind of stupid question is that? We're fine. This is a cakewalk. We got like 900 TV channels and Prozac. We didn't have anti-bullying campaigns. Our parents bullied us. The school had to take our pictures and fingerprint us in case we got kidnapped. We were like 30 years old when we were 12. Already smoking cigarettes, drinking our parents' liquor. We are older than Google, and no one had to tell us not to eat laundry detergent. So yeah, I mean, we're okay. We're okay.
There's a drive, deep right center field. That ball's got a chance. It's out of here.
You can't imagine what it's like. And it was the green, this grass that just went on forever. And the clay, the infield, the dirt of the infield was so brown, and the bases were so white. And the scoreboard with all of that news, what was happening in Detroit, and you know, all the news. It was the news center. It was this big, gigantic place, and it was 461 feet to the center field fence. Then they had monuments, and I thought Babe Ruth was buried out there. They were like big tombstones. There was a great deal of respect in that building for the past.
Welcome back, y'all. 5-2 your score. Bizzardo goes back to work. First pitch is swung on and popped up. It's going to be a can of corn over by shortstop area. Second base area, the catch is actually made by the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. One away. One up, one down, one pitch. Bizardo, by the way, he is through his 10th pitch on that out. Offering to Jimenez is a slider. Down and in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1. Kicks and fires, swing and a miss. 0-2, slider in the dirt. Thank you, as was. Appreciate the support. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. 95 upstairs. Bring it. 2 down. Well, I appreciate the support, as was. I'll tell you what, something else I appreciate is that we've grown more this year than any other year, and the fans that are coming in and enjoying the game, not just the Braves fans, but the fans from all sport, from all teams. It's a nice change of pace to see everybody in here. First pitch swinging, fouls it back, George Springer. It's 0-1. Springer walked in the second. This series, he's had 2 home runs and 4 RBIs in a .292 clip. The 0-1. A 2 chopper over towards third. Suarez has it, and that'll end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning, and we head to the top of the 7th here in Toronto. The Blue Jays lead by 3. They're trying to force a Game 7 for the American League pennant.
Let me be great. Now, most of y'all know good darn well I ain't got no tatas. I got a tank top on up under this thing anyway, because this Georgia weather is as bipolar as my mama, and it gets hot. But you can't, I ain't got nothing. The Lord did not bless me with rhythm, and he did not bless me with no tatas. Okay? Probably because he knew I would take the rhythm and tatas and find a pole somewhere.
Hey, do you want to hang out tonight? Yeah, sure. What time were you thinking? I gotta run home real quick, so why don't we meet up around 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock? Yeah. PM? Yes. Tonight? Yes. On purpose? Yeah, I was thinking that maybe we can get together at 9 since it's early in the night. That's early? Listen, just come on over and then we're gonna meet up with my friends. They said the door opens around 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock? Yes. PM? Oh my God.
I love the game because I grew up in New York City in the late 1940s and 50s, which was the greatest intersection of baseball and place in history. We had 3 major league teams. All of them were good or great. Between 1947 and 1956, a New York team was in the World Series every year and won.
Now it's the 10th inning. Pitcher Bob Lemon works hard on Willie Mays. This time, though, he walks you. You want to steal second, and you ask for the sign from Leo.
Duke Steiner, Dodger center fielder, is the hero of this game. Steiner's double to right in the first inning drove in 2 runs, and the Brooks were off and running. Boom, another double for Snyder. Hail the Duke of Flatbush.
Baseball was almost a private possession of New York City, and you'd walk around through the city in October, and the sounds of baseball were everywhere, from cab radios, taverns. People come out of taverns. During the season, a man come out of a tavern and say, Campy just hit one. You were aware of the ribbon of baseball going on around you.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Yes, sir, it is, as was. That's why I've been saying it every once in a while when we start the broadcast. It's just, I can't get in a normal rhythm because of the technology we have to use for these games in the postseason as opposed to the regular season. But anyways, one of the reasons why you'll hear me say friends and family, welcome in friends and family, when I do remember it, is because I look at the folks who are in here every night as family, especially those who join the country club and, are always in here chatting about. And then, the friends are, we've got a lot of silent friends. We get emails all the time to our affiliates, telling us how much they enjoy it, but they just don't chat, they just watch. First pitch on the way is a knuckle curve down and in for a ball from Louis Varland to Canzone. It's 1-0. Ball gets away, but no matter. And nobody on. Righty lefty. Inside 99. 2-0. It's one of the main reasons why we're going to do more out of town double headers, as we call them, in 2026, as the 2-0 pops it up. High in the sky. Drifting back. Making the catch. F6 in your scorecard, one away here in the 7th. If I could do more, I would do more. It's just my voice would give out. But we're doing more of them because we like the idea of having fans of all walks of life in Major League Baseball in here enjoying the game and chatting amongst each other. And we'll be here during the offseason doing some baseball stuff. Obviously not bringing you a live game. We can't control that. As the first pitch upstairs to Leo Rivas. It's for a ball. It's 1-0. Major League Baseball today will be coming y'all's way on Friday mornings is the 1-0 right there for a strike 1-1. We'll go over everything going on in the world of Major League Baseball. Sit chatted. They won't be super long shows, probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And then after that, we'll bring Braves Country today to the club members is the 1-1 outside wide 2-1. And the Once Upon a Pastime series, which is my favorite thing to do. And then we're going to experiment with something we're calling Braves Country Theater. Don't know how it'll work or if it'll work, but the first one we'll try is the first Friday night in November. As the 2-2 fouls it back. 2-2 count. What we're doing there on the Thursday nights will be the Once Upon a Pastime, where we do take a look at something that in the world of baseball history. And then Friday nights, we're going to try to bring you an old game, the 2-2. Right there, P at the knees. Caught looking, strike 3. 2 down. And those will be for the country club members. I just don't know how it'll work, and if it's there's a lot of debate behind the scenes with all of us on whether or not we can pull it off. But we'll find out that night, and then if we can't, then we'll figure something else out. 5-2 your score. 2 outs here in the 7th. 7th inning stretch is on the way. Iron Lung was asking about the OTD. That's on the state. Charlie and I have figured out the reason why we don't see him a lot right now, why he doesn't know things like the OTD is the 1-0. Is swung on and lifted into left field. That'll be an F7 in your scorecard, and a good job by Varland to keep it where it's at. Charlie and I have figured out that Iron Lung has been moonlighting watching football when he's not in here. That's why he doesn't know all this stuff. We'll be back in a flash. 5-2 your score.
All right, I can't see you. Let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. We out to the ball game. Hey, we out to the top. Find me something to crack jack. I don't care if I have to get back.
We are back, boys and girls. Girls and boys. Ladies and gents. And all the others. Heading to the bottom of the 7th. And the Blue Jays will be bringing Lukes, Guerrero, and Kirk to the plate. Mariners are going to try to keep them where they're at. It's going to be Matt Brash coming out of the pen. Penrith, Australia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Tim. Welcome in. Matt Brash comes in. Right-hander fires the first pitch upstairs. Misses high for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. Kicks and fires. Swing. Rips it over towards second. It's going to be a 4-3 put out. One down. One up, one down. Blue Jays 6 defensive outs for forcing a Game 7. If the Mariners rally, we'll see you Friday night. If they don't rally, we'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And those Game 7s, especially in baseball, are the best because you will see, I use the term kitchen sink for pitchers all the time. As the first pitch on the way is a sinker right down the pipe to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First strike, it's only 1. But the managers will be throwing the kitchen sink tomorrow. Anybody who's pitching well, they're going to pitch. The 0-1 inside gets him in the elbow and bounces foul. Vladdy should be okay. He wears one of those Barry Bonds type gears on his elbow, so he probably has to be told he was hit as he heads down to first. Man. I guess that's one way to keep him from hitting a home run. A little bit of that Bob Gibson or Don Drysdale treatment. Captain Kirk to the plate. First pitch upstairs. Slider misses. Oh, he called that a strike. All right. It's 0-1. That's a strike if you're Aaron Judge. Alejandro Kirk comes up to about his belly button. There's no way that was a strike on him. The 0-1 swung on. Sliced into center field. That's down for a base hit. And it's a 1-out single for the Blue Jays. Vladdy will stop at second. Exactly, Steve. The ball's probably not okay. After getting hit by that plastic that he wears. Cal Raleigh's going to come out and talk to Brash. So Brash gets the first out and then follows that up with a hit by pitch, and then 2 pitches later, it's a single. And both of those pitches were high in the zone, and it didn't look like that's where Cal was aiming for. So that's probably the main thing that he was probably going out there to talk to him about. Looks like Hoffman will be coming in next for the Blue Jays. He's been warming up in the pen for a while. Game tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern once again. Just like all of the World Series games, we'll be right here. That World Series looks like this. It'll be Friday, Saturday of the upcoming week. Then they'll go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then if necessary, Friday, Saturday. So they're not playing on Thursday and they're not playing on Sunday. And that's to avoid the NFL television. First pitch on the way is upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Cal fires it down to third. He throws it in the outfield, and Vladdy's up, and he'll score with these. And it is 6-2 Toronto. A wild pitch, and then it'll be an E2 on Raleigh as he was trying to gun down. I think he probably should have stuck that in his pocket because it didn't look like he was going to get him. Having to take a second look at it. But when he goes and gets the ball and he throws, there's no way he's getting him. He gets Vladdy last year. This year, Vladdy's lost some LBs. He's a little quicker foot. Runner at first is now at second base, and there is one out. The go-to, swing and a miss, strike 3. Slider down and in, 2 away. But once again, what caused that wild pitch to get away, not the wild pitch, that's obviously on the actual pitcher. We talk about this all the time. The new stance is by these catchers because they're trying to frame pitches and they're being told, sit on your knee and get the frame call. That is causing more of these wild pitches. And in the postseason, I just feel like that's the time to go back to the crouching most of the time, especially with the guys on base. The first pitch to Ernie Clement was for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. 87-mile-an-hour slider outside wide, ball 2-2. 2-0 count. Way outside wide slider. 3-0. The 3-0 count. Pitch on the way. Inside. Looked like it did hit the inner track, but didn't get the call, and that'll put runners on first and second, and 2 outs. Yeah, what that was there, Cal was set up on the outside, and the pitch missed so far inside. Though it was a strike, I just think sometimes you're not going to get that call because the umpire sets up, and the way their eyes dart across, when you're that far away from your intended target. And Brash, at one point Brash was the closer in Seattle many moons ago, but he has just not been what he was this year, and especially in the postseason, he's been shaky at best. I don't think you'll see him tomorrow night if opportunity knocks. I would tend to think they're going to lean on somebody else because first pitch on the way to Barger is in the dirt. It's 1-0. Barger cracked a 403-foot home run back in the third inning, a 2-run shot to make it 4-0 at the time. Righty-lefty matchup. Runners on first and second. The 1-0 nowhere near the zone. Ball 2-2. We'll pull the screen back so if there's any movement on the base pads, you can see it. The 2-0. 86 right down the pipe. 2-1. Two-1 count. Kicks and fires. Change up off the plate. Ball 3-1. Seattle leads the series 3-2, but the Blue Jays lead the game 6-2. The 3-1 swing and a miss. Came out of his shoes on that one, full count. Full count, 2 outs. The runners will be on the go. It's a 4-run game. Brash looks in. Here's the pitch. Down and in, ball 4. So that's going to load the bases, put ducks all over the pond. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and IKF the batter. It looks like we're going to get a pinch runner. So Miles Straw is going to come in for Barger. And the way they've been doing it, he has stayed in to play defense. A little better gloveman than Barger, much better speed, so it's a perfect opportunity for Schneider to put him in the game. IKF, 1 for 3 on the day. Kiner Falefa, the first pitch on the way. Slider down and away, it's 1-0. And 1-0. Infield back into the left. Brings it, swing, pops it down the line, will stay in play. Drifting over into right field, making the catch is Dominic Canzone. Pizza Pockets will end the inning, but not before. Guerrero comes around to score off the hit by pitch and a stolen base. We'll be back in a flash. It's the 8th inning. You know what that means here on the BCR.
106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay.
Let's get it! Hey!
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is not...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country. Salute!
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
Welcome back. We head to the top of the 8th inning. First pitch on the way. Down and into Cal Raleigh. For a ball, it's 1-0. Raleigh 0 for 3 on the night, batting .310 in the postseason. Struck out his last time up. 1-0 right down there, down the pipe. It's 1-1. Trevor Hoffman, the right-hander. Jeff Hoffman. What did I just say, Trevor? The 1-1 swung on, fouled back. 1-2. Surprised I haven't done that before. One-two count. Hoffman digging in. Jays fans coming to their feet. The pitch. Swing, pops it back foul. Out of play. Jeff Hoffman pitched for the Phillies last year as the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, four-seam fastball, high and out of the zone. One away. Blew it right by him. First pitch is a splitter down and in. It's 1-0. Kicks and fires. Inside. Ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Blanco 0 for 3 on the day. Hoffman brings it. Just right there, bangs the bottom of the zone, 2-1. Hoffman was originally drafted by the Blue Jays in 2014 as the 2-1. Chops it foul, will do it again. Played with the Rockies from 2016 to 2020, then over to the Reds in 21 and 22. He made his way to Philadelphia for 23 and 24. And last year, during the offseason, during his signing period, there was an agreement in place with the Atlanta Braves, and the Braves pulled out of the deal because he didn't pass the physical. There was a second team that did that too. I can't remember who the second team was. But anyways, in stepped the Blue Jays. The 2-2 just chops it off the outer edge. And he came into camp with the idea that he was going to be a starter. That never really panned out. He was wanting to get paid like a starter. The Braves were going to give him an opportunity to start, but something came up on his physical, and they didn't like the looks of it. The other team didn't like the looks of it, and that's when Toronto stepped in. But Toronto did have the talk with him and say, hey, if it doesn't work out, you're going to the pen. You understand that, right? It's a 2-2. Swing, chops it, foul. Just foul. Kirk trying to grab it before it rolled foul. Will do it again. And after getting 2 deals pulled back on because of his health, he was more than happy to agree to that. Considering what Atlanta was looking for at the time, it's good it didn't work out that way, because the Braves were looking for a starter at that move, not an extra reliever. The 2-2. They set up outside wide. Pitch, swing, fouls that away. Blanco's making them work. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got to figure all the guys you're seeing with Toronto tonight with the lead, that's who you would see tomorrow if it works out their way. The 2-2. Check swing, went around strike 3, pitch in the dirt. 2 down. Nasty bender. Dove in. funny, before we started this series, I'd kind of forgotten when they both clinched to come to the series. I'd kind of forgotten they both came into the major leagues on the same year. The first pitch is swung on and fouled back. It's on 1-0. Seattle had the Pilots in 1969. They went over to Milwaukee to the Brewers in 1970. And then Seattle came up for getting dibs on the next go-around on expansion. The 0-1, swing, lifts it, down the left field line, giving chase. Should be an F7 in the scorecard, and it is. So, Mariners go quietly. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Blue Jays, with a 4-run lead, they'll grab the sticks when we return.
I'll try and break it down one more time. The fact that you are attracted to me and the mess that I am is the red flag.
Super marriage tip. If your wife is not cleaning the house as she should, let her know that you have friends coming over later that afternoon. After she gets done cleaning the house and it's all spotless, inform her that the friends canceled and wouldn't be coming. And
I dress cute. I smile at him. I even winked at him 2 times. You winked at him? And all they get back.
I was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Actually, I was born in Illinois. My mother and father were on an oleomargarine run to Chicago back in 1934 because we couldn't get colored margarine in Wisconsin. On the way home, my mother was with child, me, and the pain started, and my dad pulled off into an exit area, and that's where the event took place. I remember it was a nativity-type setting. And I was immediately wrapped in swaddling clothes and put in the back of a 37 Chevy without a heater. And that was the start of this Cinderella story that you're hearing today. I signed a very modest $3,000 bonus with the Braves in Milwaukee, which I'm sure a lot of you know. And my old man didn't have that kind of money to put out. But the Braves took it. And from there on, it was baseball. Starting with the Braves in Milwaukee, St. Louis, where I won the World's Championship for them in 1964, to the Philadelphia Phillies, and then back to the Braves in Atlanta, where I became Phil Necro's personal chaser.
Look, I probably should have told you this before, but insanity runs in my family. Practically gallows.
Two runs, 7 hits, 3 errors for the Mariners. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Toronto. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. And the bottom of the order due up for the Blue Jays. It'll be Jimenez. And then back to the top. Springer and Lukes, and if anybody gets on, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vargas comes to the bump. First pitch on the way is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0, 99 miles an hour. Kind of called many games here in the Seattle postseason. When he comes in, they're not quite raising the white flag, but they are kind of saying, if he does well, that's great, but we're not going to see him tomorrow if we have any chance. He's got a 7.5 ERA here in the postseason. With the 1-0 swing and a miss, it's 1-1. 1-1. Swing pops it up. Can of corn. Who wants it? Shallow left field. Making the catch in left center. Very shallow left center. Is Randy Arozarena, one away. Back to the top of the order for the Blue Jays. George Springer comes to the plate. First pitch high and inside, knocks him down. 99, little chin music there. It's 1-0. Springer looks very upset about it. That's one of those things you just need to pay attention because Vargas has been wild the entire postseason. He can bring it, but he can also, he literally is Wild Thing. Some meathead from the Blue Jay dugout was yelling at Vargas, but that's just, I don't think he's got great control, to be honest with you, at this stage of his career. The 1-0 is inside for a strike. 1-1. Swing. Fouls it away. Down the first base line, out of play, 1-2. Vargas, 6'10", 210-pounder from the Dominican Republic. This is only his second year in the major leagues. He had 4 innings in 2023 and then 77 this year, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, 100 miles an hour. Sinker at the knees. Wild Thing, you make our heart sing. Man. The story of the game really has been the bad defense by Seattle. Without the bad defense, I still think the Blue Jays have the lead, but it's a much closer game. First pitch is a swing and a miss, 100-mile-an-hour sinker. Man, if he can place that pitch, why is he throwing anything else? It's 0-1. That thing is humming in there. The 0-1. Dribbles it on the carpet to the left. Off-balance throw to first. That was a lot closer than it should have been. It's going to be an infield single for Toronto. J.P. Crawford was basically running towards the third base dugout and had a no-look pass over to first base, and somehow the one hopper never really had a chance, but he made it a lot closer than it should have been. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands in. The first pitch on the way. Swing! Belts it back, foul. It's 0-1. This is mano-y-mano here, power versus power. Big Vlad and a kid who's bringing it at triple digits. The 0-1. Inside swinging, and he'll drop that into left field. Down for a base hit. Kind of a seeing eye single. Jammed him a little bit, but had enough strength to get it out there. And there's runners on first and second and 2 outs. That pitch was drifting into Vlad, and I bet you Vlad was sitting there going, I'm not getting hit by his damn pitch. I'm going to swing at it. We got a game to win tomorrow. He's not putting me on the IR. When he jammed himself, he got to first base, Vlad did. I think it's his right wrist. He was really favoring it. Might have just been a stinger, but keep an eye on that after the game, see if there's any reports that pop up. Alejandro Kirk, the batter, first pitch swinging, 100 miles an hour, rifles it back to the backstop. It's 0-1. The Wild Thing, Liz, was Ricky Vaughn. Mitch Williams was the one after the 0-1. Swing, lifts it, high and deep, into right field, not deep enough. Drifting underneath it, calling for fair catch at about the 48-yard line is Canzoni, and that'll end the inning. It's 6-2. We head to the 9th. You got the middle of the order due up for the Mariners, and they trail by 4.
Any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
When a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. And Pretty soon we're going to become this country.
Armchair.
One of the biggest scandals in baseball history is the throwing of the 1919 World Series by the Chicago White Sox. Even though all 8 players who were accused were acquitted in 1921, Judge Kennesaw Mountain Landis handed down a lifetime ban that included the Hall of Fame. Shoeless Joe Jackson should be reinstated and put in the Hall of Fame. Reason number 1, his stats during the series. His 12 base hits set a series record that wasn't broken until 1964. He led both teams with a .375 batting average in the series. He committed no errors and threw out a runner at home plate. He also hit the only home run by either team in the series. Reason number 2, he never took any money. On 2 different occasions, he refused a $5,000 bribe even though it would have almost doubled his salary at the time. Reason number 3, he tried to tell White Sox owner Charles Comiskey, but Comiskey refused to meet him. Reason number 4, years after the scandal, the other 7 players confirmed that Jackson was never present at any of the meetings and his name was mentioned only to give them more credibility to the gamblers. Reason number 5, a lawyer manipulated him into signing a document he didn't fully understand. Jackson never learned to read or write, so there was no way he knew what he was signing at the time.
All tied up in the 8th, Mickey Mantle facing Preacher Rowe. The Oklahoma kid parked it in the left field seats.
Watching it on TV in New York with Willie, Mickey, and the Duke, and the arguments on the corner, you know? And that was it.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the 9th inning. Rosarena, Suarez, and then J.P. Crawford due up. I say this all the time, but if you're going to start a rally, it's better to start it in the middle or the bottom of the order than it is at the top of the order, because as guys get on, you start getting some momentum. As the first pitch on the way to Randy Rosarena. 95 miles an hour, heater up top for a strike. It's only 1. As you start to get a little momentum and your better hitters come to the plate, you can really kick the door through. The 0-1. 96, high and out of the zone, 1-1. He's going 2 innings here. Would probably mean they would only want to use him for 1 tomorrow. Same thing with Varland. The 1-1, swing and a miss. 1-2. Now, of the starting pitchers that we told you about that could make a start, you could also have the guys on normal rest make a start, and then guys like Max Scherzer come in for 1 or 2 innings in relief. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. My money's on George Kirby starting tomorrow. And then a very quick hand. And for that matter, the guys that pitched on Friday, Bryce Miller, definitely be an option coming out of the pen for the Mariners. First pitch swinging is a swing and a miss. Slider off the edge, it's 0-1. Because with Game 7 being on a Monday, you're still going to have 3 days of rest in between getting ready for the World Series on Friday. 0-1, down and away, 1. Had the National League made it to the Game 7 this year, they would have had only Wednesday and Thursday, because Game 7 would have been Tuesday. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1. Well, it'll be all hands on deck except for the guys who started tonight. Don't expect to see them. You've seen it every great once in a while in Major League history, but typically the guy that pitches the night before is done. The 2-1, swing and a miss. 2-2, slider. There's nothing better than a Game 7. And of all the Game 7s, baseball's got the best version. The 2-2. Chops it back down the line. We'll do it again. Blue Jays 6, Mariners 2. If they hold on here, we get a Game 7 tomorrow night. If not, the Mariners will be storming the field tonight and heading to the World Series. The 2-2, down below the knees. Full count, good take by Suarez there. J.P. Crawford stands on deck. Pizza Pockets in the hole. Rivas Las Vegas, if they kept the line moving. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the slider upstairs. 2 down. So 1 out away now from forcing a Game 7 here north of the border. Blue Jays fans have their towels a-waving. J.P. Crawford digging in. Crawdaddy 0 for 2 on the night. He did draw a walk in the third. Here's the first pitch. Down and in, 95 miles an hour. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Comes set. Pitch on the way. Out of the zone. 2-0. Two-0 count. One thing you can also expect tomorrow night, Game 7's usually a lot of pitching changes. So you might want to already come up with the reason why you won't be at work on Tuesday. The 2-0, or you might be running late. I got to tell you about that dentist appointment I have in the morning. The 2-0, swing and a miss. 2-1. It's always good to start working on that backstory a day before. The 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. High and outside the zone. 2-2. Those waving towels you're asking about, Peter, I mean, that started in baseball. The ones that I really remember that really took flight were in the 80s with the Minnesota Twins in 87, and then it kind of went from there. But before that in football, they were grabbing it from the terrible towel of the Steelers. 3-1 misses high and out of the zone. Ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. You don't see it in Atlanta because we have the chop. Now, they tried to trick everybody and give them towels or something stupid in the Game 5 of the 2019 NLDS when Ryan Helsley pulled his stunt and they took all the tomahawks out of the seats and put, it was like little goofy towels. I think it was towels. It might have been some. Anyways, they took the tomahawks out. And then 2020 happened, and then 2021. They really didn't bring back the chop until 22-23. And we were using it when we started in 21 just because hey, you're not the boss of me. I'm going to chop till I drop. The four-seam fastball is swung on and fouled back out of play. It's 0-1. Well, when that whole thing got started, a lot of people just didn't understand the history behind the chop. Kind of par for the course with a lot of things. People jump to conclusions. When they enter the movie about halfway in, they go, I already know who the killer is. The 0-1 outside wide, 1-1. J.P. Crawford scampers down to first to eliminate the force out. You got a 1-1 count. Trey's in the dugout, wringing his hands, wanting that ALCSW. The 1-1 swing, chops that one on his instep. It's 1-2. Pizza Pockets is 1 for 3 on the night, batting just .115. You look at the Seattle batting lineup up and down this in the postseason. It is not for the weary. 186, 182, 209, 189, 111, and 154 in the starting lineup tonight. The 1-2 pops it up, and that should do it. Can of corn over there by third base. F5 in your scorecard. Blue Jays win. Blue Jays win. Your Toronto Blue Jays win. Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. And the Toronto Blue Jays, Seattle Mariners, we'll see you tomorrow night. A Game 7 winner take all, the best of anything and everything in all of sports. Who gets the game ball tonight? I think we're going to give it to Yesevich, even though they put 6 runs on the board with 11 hits. And you had the home runs by Barger and Vladdy. Barger with the big 2-run home run to make it 4-0. But you can't take away what old Yee Savage did. 5 2/3, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, 6 hits and 2 earned runs. He'll get the W. Gilbert with the loss. And we'll see you tomorrow night, boys and girls. Buckle up. Game 7 on the BCR. We can't wait. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo, while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude, grim, melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted, and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer cooled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With the smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two." "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence, his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.